Brighton, England, March 4. Arsene Wenger, manager of Arsenal, looks on during the Premier League match between Brighton and Hove Albion and Arsenal at Amex Stadium on March 4, 2018 in Brighton, England. Photo by Christopher Lee, Getty Images. Arsenal toiled to another loss in a series of underwhelming performances on Sunday. They travelled to the south coast to face relegation-fighting Brighton and Hove Albion. It did not go well, but it wasn't especially unpredictable, given the recent confidence-sapping losses of the past few weeks. As soon as that early goal was conceded, few expected the Gunners to work their way back into the match. Here are 5 things we learned from the 2-1 loss. Brighton, England, March 4. Jack Wilshere of Arsenal shows appreciation to the fans following the Premier League match between Brighton and Hove Albion and Arsenal at Amex Stadium on March 4, 2018 in Brighton, England. Photo by Catherine Iville, Getty Images. 5. Aaron Ramsey is vital with the Europa League trip to AC Milan lurking in the week. I was always interested to see how Arsene Wenger would rotate his squad after the Thursday night loss to Manchester City resigned them to missing out on the top 4 for the second successive season. The Europa League took on a new importance, and so, the trip to Brighton did not, in its full context, matter all that much. While every game should be one that Arsenal try to win, it is natural to prioritize certain fixture. The Milan game is now the most important on the calendar, and Wenger made one particular personnel change that suggested he also had the same perspective. Aaron Ramsey dropped out of the matchday squad altogether. After returning from a groin injury last weekend, Ramsey was rushed into 180 minutes of football in the space of 4 days. For a player of his notorious physical vulnerabilities, that is a risk. Wenger did not want him to play 3 games in the space of just a week. That tells me that Wenger believes that Ramsey is vital for Milan. And I agree. Page 2. Use your arrows to browse. Brighton, England, March 4. Glenn Murray of Brighton and Hove Albion scores his side's second goal during the Premier League match between Brighton and Hove Albion and Arsenal at Amex Stadium on March 4, 2018 in Brighton, England. Photo by Catherine Iville, Getty Images. Neither goal was well defended. The first, a corner swung into the far post, saw Petr Cech caught under it. He and Shane Duffy both challenged for the aerial ball, and the resultant punch skewed back into the penalty area, straight to the feet of Lewis Dunk, who turned it into the empty net. The second was even worse. Laurent Koscielny passed the ball straight to Brighton. Sead Kolasinac then charged inside to try and recover possession. Koscielny was then forced to move into a wide position to close down the cross, something that he was hesitant to do, meaning that he did not close it down well enough. Shkodran Mustafi had lost Glenn Murray at the far post. Cech then allowed the header to slip under his body. Not one of these pieces of play was good from an Arsenal player. This is becoming a long-running issue for this team, the inability to defend. It has crippled their progress for many years, with several players tried in all of the defensive and midfield screening positions, different systems, and even different approaches and philosophies at times, all falling short of the desired effect. The common denominator: Arsene Wenger. Use your arrows to browse.